folks say. I hadn't even noticed. We went live already seconds ago. You're welcome. It is now, what is it, the 11th of July, 2025. It's a Friday, so happy Friday, 11th of July, 2025. I hope you're all doing well. That Friday juice is good for you. Whatever kind of juice it is that you like on your Fridays. And I hope that you've been taking great pains to take great gains from the markets, which has been blasting off very nicely along with the VEPS indicators, and has been pointing out very clearly where the assets were likely to head over the past week. And I've been telling you this starting on Monday with the new weekly, and even over the past weeks, really. But even intraday, every daily time frame, right? We said, okay, it looks like it's going to have some mean reversions completing sideways and a little bit down even on Monday. After that, we're going to start seeing some movements up, and even on days when it's been going up, you've had some nice little tiny mean reversions to the downside or sideways on lower time frames. And we've seen that happening even as we get into, as we are in blue sky territory, right? We've now gone up to almost 119,000. So it was like well above 118,000, near 119,000, like an hour or two ago for the price of Bitcoin. So it's basically now at a price where it's like 6 times the all-time high from the end of the 2017 bull run. I'm going to call it that, when it went up to almost $20,000, right? 118, 120,000. It's like 6x the price of that major milestone, right? When it was 100,000, it was 5x that major milestone, right? And when it went to 60 or 70, that was 3 to 3.5 times that major milestone. Why is that major milestone significant? Well, it's not really, but it is in the minds of people who observe the market from a retail point of view and think to themselves, oh, how much higher can it go? Keep telling you guys, $1 million Bitcoin is not such a big deal. If it stays, even above 70K for the next, year or two, heck, if it stays above 35K for the next year or two, okay, it will have very significant probabilities to hit $1 million within the next 5 to 10 years. If you think it can come back down to 35K just because it's at 120 now, you got another thing coming. Hello, what is your name? Oh, I don't. Al Braylon. Hello, Al Braylon. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. It is, it is entirely possible and well within the probabilities that we will see Bitcoin have very nice mean reversions, even on higher time frames, eventually, to various areas that are, at the moment, way out of the thinking of most traders and most investors. We think, oh, Bitcoin go up. Yeah, Bitcoin go up, but Bitcoin also can go down very, very hard. Right? Don't ignore the fact that it can come down a good 80-85%. So the trick is, especially when it's going up a lot. Oh, that's pretty cool. The trick is to take profits when it's going up. You want to take profits at the top, and you want to buy low, sell high. Right now we're in a high area. Does that mean you should immediately sell? On intraday time frame trades, you should be buying and selling during the work day that you're trading. You should be doing both. You're buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, and close your day with profits in your bag. And don't try to swing trade this stuff, because if you think it's just going to sit at 120 and not come down at all, you know, uh, you're most probably very mistaken. There will be pullbacks, right? There will absolutely be pullbacks. There will be mean reversions. There will do all kinds of things. Oh, look at that. Haha. Steve and Layla. Hey. Hello. Layla. Hello, Layla. Hi, sweetheart. You good girl. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're such a good lover. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. You're so shy. How much more better? Je hebt een setter. Je hebt een setter. Mr. Block. Look at that. But je hebt een setter. Full kaka. It's good. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I love your perspective, man. Shabbat shalom, bro. Take care. Oh, these amazing dogs. I love seeing them. This guy that has them, he's an amazing dude. There's good people in the world, no matter where you are. So anyway, what do I point out to you? Well, I point out to you that this asset, Bitcoin, and the other assets that are very much pegged to it, whether they appear to be or not, is moving entire markets, not just that one asset itself, and not just one or two assets that are very clearly tied to it. Right? So keep in mind, right? Like the entire crypto sphere is really pegged to Bitcoin. Okay. And increasingly, real world or not crypto assets, may also be just fully virtual, are also tied to Bitcoin. Like strategy, for example, right? And a number of other traditional stocks and assets traded in traditional markets are increasingly tied to Bitcoin, right? So the success of the orange coin will impact the success of those assets, depending on how they're tied to it. In some cases, it's just a direct tie. In some cases, it's more, in most cases, it's a little bit more creative than that. But in either case, it doesn't really matter. What matters about that is that you realize that orange coin is growing in terms of its adoption in the traditional markets, right? It is becoming a thing in traditional finance that you cannot ignore. It's becoming a thing in traditional finance that is actually affecting entire markets, and you can't just pretend that it's like, oh, it's a scam or whatever nonsense people said 5 and 10 years ago. If you're still saying that in 2025, I don't know what to tell you. Go do something else. Go look at other things, because if you still have that thinking when the entire financial system is heading that way, like I don't know what to tell you. You're stuck in old thoughts. You need to get out of that thinking. What is that? Okay. Right. So anyway, that's going to be kind of the long and short of it. I didn't want to do a very long walk and talk today, so I'm going to keep this one short. I'll probably be back to talk about something else in a few moments. But for now, that's going to do it. Remember, yes, we are at all-time highs. We're in the blue sky area. Remember, if you're trading, look at low time frames for entries and exits. Just because we've been going up nicely the last several days doesn't mean we're only going to go up between now and some random BS. 135,000, 150,000. Boy, aren't those conveniently round numbers that people are choosing to promote on their channels where they teach you absolutely nothing about actual trading? So anyway, if you want to learn about actual trading for free, go to the Alpha Trading channel on Discord. It's at alphatradinghq.com/Discord. And there you can get free volatility starter pack tools to learn how to trade for free with volatility, probabilities, and statistics. You get free access to the live streams that you can join. They're Monday through Saturday. They start at 11 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. You can participate in them. You don't just have to sit there and listen like on every other channel. You can actually engage with us, speak up, ask questions, point out any insights you might have made, make any comments that you might have. I think it's the entire community exists for one reason and one reason only, and that's to help you actually learn a better way to trade. So by all means, do that. Whoa. And what is going on here? Do that, and we'll help you on your journey. Look at that. That's crazy. All right. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.